It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to savour the insights on my vlog now. The last time we saw Leslie Manville in a fashion movie, she was playing the highly strung sister and business partner of Daniel Day-Lewis's fastidious British couturier in Paul Thomas Anderson's film Phantom Thread. Now she returns in a very different fashion film, but set in very much the same era. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, playing Mrs. Ada Harris, a chirpy London cleaning lady whose backdated war widow pension kicks in at the same time as a win on the football pools. Younger viewers may need to Google that. And she heads off to Paris with a big dream to buy a beautiful Christian Dior gown.
Excuse me, dear. I'm after a frock, one of them £500 ones. You have the wrong address.
Please let me escort you out.
No, hang on a minute. I've saved every penny scrubbing floors so I can buy this frock.
Excuse me, but it would be my honor to have you view the collection as my guest.
Oh, that's lovely. Your dress is designed to astonish. How will you do that, Mrs. Harris? You are nobody, invisible.
Wide-eyed Mrs. Harris finds herself initially looked down on with haughty Gallic astonishment by the fashion house's formidable director of operations, Madame Colbert, Isabelle Huppert, who has no great wish to be addressed as ducks. But Mrs. Harris's innate charm and innocence win everyone over. There's a lovely, sweet-natured sense of fun in this Cinderella tale, a multicoloured confection like something Fortnum & Mason might put in the shop window. Manville carries it off with absolute conviction. She plays Mrs. Harris's naivety with just the right lightness, her determination with just the right edge of steel, and her inner grief at the long-denied loss of her husband with just the right seriousness and sadness. And there's a terrific supporting cast giving it some zing both sides of the channel. Anna Chancellor is hilariously awful as the mean Lady Dant, who is too stingy to pay her cleaning lady what she owes. Ellen Thomas gives a lovely performance as Mrs. Harris's best mate Violet, and Jason Isaacs comes close to pinching the whole thing as the rackety Archie, who's involved in greyhound racing. Once Mrs. Harris makes it to Paris, she encounters that scary Madame Colbert, great tongue-in-cheek stuff from Isabelle Huppert, but also the handsome, soigné Marquis de Chassange, played by Lambert Wilson, who takes a gallant shine to Mrs. Harris. Preposterous though it may be, this is a great family movie in a style movie audiences haven't seen since Mary Poppins or Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I hope it's a box office smash right up to Christmas and beyond. Affairs of the heart and the rest of the body are the subject of Girls, 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 a live wire movie from Finnish director Ali Hapasalo, a triple portrait of three young women in Helsinki who are looking for love, or who find love looking for them. Anu Milanov plays Mimi, yearningly disgruntled with life at school where she gets into a scrap with another girl. Her friend Ronko, Eleonora Kohanen, works weekends with Mimi at the smoothie bar at the Mall, where a certain sweetly shy guy is hanging around asking Ronko for a date. Mimi meets the willowy and charismatic Emma, Linnea Leno, whose own emotional and sexual life has until now been displaced into figure skating and who is obsessed with nailing the desperately hard triple Lutz manoeuvre, an elusive experience which this film wittily places in juxtaposition with a girl's search for an orgasm. Girls, Girls, Girls reminded me of Lukas Moodysson's films like Show Me Love and We Are the Best, and I like the way it showed how sex is an experience which explodes into your consciousness in your teen years as something clearly more important than anything else in your life, but which you are required to pretend is only one equal part of everything else you're dealing with, schoolwork, family issues, etc., etc. This is such a vivid, likeable, triple-decker performance from Milanov, Kohanen and Leno. And so the curtain comes down on another vlog. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and leave a pithy comment to say that you've subscribed and how moved you are by my continued online presence. And please, oh please, buy my book, The Films That Made Me, an edited selection of my essays and reviews for The Guardian. See you next week.